Live from Toronto to the world.
Josh!
This is Josh Holliday Live. Talk that rocks.
The public needs to be informed.
Josh might surprise us.
Got an opinion? Dial 647-6YO-JOSH.
When you hear him, you're like, what?
Josh Holliday Live starts now.
Yes, it is the holiday edition of Josh Holliday Live. The next hour or so, we are going to play some pop culture Christmas trivia a little later. Going to talk to a guy who runs one of those cut your own Christmas tree farms. And first out of the gate, we spoke to a guy named Ted Greenturb, and he has been a mall Santa for many years, and we caught up with him on a break. Hey, Ted.
Hi.
How are you?
Not bad. I'm sort of in the middle of my break right now. I only got, listen, I have, you don't count that with the break. I have to go to the bathroom too.
Okay. A little inside Santa here. So you're on a break. You work as a mall Santa.
Yeah, that is correct. I am the Santa Claus of this particular mall today. Today for this one. But I could be a mall Santa somewhere else at another mall.
Right. And so how long have you, how many years have you been at the mall Santa game?
Well, it's been a number of years now. It started when I turned around 60, and all my hair went white. I blame my ex for that. And someone said to me, "Why don't you do this?" And I was like, "All right, okay." And I took the job, and I've been doing it ever since. So. Long time.
Right. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
And so how does that work in terms of, I know I've read news stories that there's a Santa shortage,
right?
Which it seems to be in most labor markets. But how do you find your specific gig at your specific mall? How does that work?
Well, I sit usually in a corner. That's all doll. They put some decorations out, is really what they've done. And I sit in the corner, and children come, and some women, a lot of women love the mall Santa Claus. Right. Yeah. And then that's what I do. I sit there all day, and they ask me questions of things they want, and I say, sure, Santa can do that for you.
Right. Okay. But how does the mall recruit you? Is there an agency or like how do you become the Santa for a specific mall?
Well, in my case, it was like there had been someone had been knifed at the mall.
Oh, Jesus.
And and it was a horrible scene. One of the reindeer got beat up, and the Santa got knifed. I don't know what happened to him, but they needed a guy, and I was already sitting outside, and the guy asked me if I wanted to be a Santa
right.
Claus, and I said, yeah, sure, sounds like a good gig, and I've been doing it ever since. Successfully.
Okay. So the first year you had to wear a Santa outfit that was taken off of a stab victim. Am I getting that right?
Oh yeah. Well, the first we just used his pants. We didn't use the jacket.
Okay.
I mean, even though we looked at it and it had a lot of blood stains on it, it was just slightly different in color. There was a slight variation of dark red to the Santa red color. So I just wore the pants the first year, and then the next year they made it a whole event where they gave me my jacket, my coat.
Right, and I know that the internet has changed a lot of things, especially when it comes to
dating
for sure.
Changed a lot of things about that.
Are you on a dating app, Santa?
You know, there is an app for Santa Clauses to meet women, and it's usually just for one nighters, one quick, in and out.
Yeah,
in and out is what it's all about these days, I find.
But in terms of reviews, do you ever read your reviews online? Like people review sometimes mall Santas. Have you read any of your own reviews?
I didn't even know they could do that.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I would have read them. I don't know. No. Maybe someone has. Have you got some of my reviews there with you?
I brought some up, and
I'd be very interested to find out what people think of Chris Kringle.
Some of them, I mean, to be honest, some of them aren't positive. They complain about smells of cigarettes and alcohol.
Well, people do that. They stink up the whole mall. They come in out of sight and they've been smoking or doing something out there, and they just stink. People stink normally. They just, I don't know what they've been doing.
Right. So what you're saying that the smell of cigarettes and alcohol that these parents are complaining about and their kids are complaining, that's not from you. That's just.
Oh, no, that's from me.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. No, I smoke.
Right.
I smoke. But, being a Santa Claus, you have to imagine the real Santa, he's traveling for a long time in a sleigh, an open sleigh. Right. So he'd be cold. So who's going to deprive an old, cold guy of a cigarette or a little bit of pleasure when he's traveling such great distances?
Right. So but you're not traveling the great distances. You're basically, you go outside and have a cigarette on your break.
I'm trying to be as real as possible. Okay. Trying to redo what Santa would actually be like.
So you're a method Santa.
Exactly. I went to school, acting school. Oh. I took a little improv, but that's how it is.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people don't understand. You know what De Niro had to do to play in that movie Raging Bull? You know what he had to do?
No.
He had to gain 50 pounds. I'm just guessing at that number.
Right.
But he had to gain that weight. I lost weight to play Santa Claus, because I was about 500 pounds.
Oh my God.
I was way too big to be Santa Claus. I was more like Jabba the Hutt. Is more like what I was. So I had to slim down so I could fit into the clothes.
So how much do you weigh now?
I'm about 250.
Okay. And how tall are you?
I'm about 5'7".
Wow. Okay. So you're a big Santa.
Yeah, I'm a wide Santa.
Yeah, a lot of lap to sit on.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's lots of layers to this character.
So the reviews describe you as stinking like cigarettes. Is your beard yellowed around the edges from cigarette smoke?
Yeah, well, it could. I don't see. I don't even look at that, but possibly, yeah.
Yeah.
My beard is real. It's all real. Okay, so it's still got little bits of soup and stuff from the soup place, but yeah, it could be a little yellow. People don't know. They don't know what it's like to be me. And it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah, I imagine, because it is seasonal.
It's tough.
Seasonal work. What are you
It's
doing?
tough. Oh yeah.
What are you doing the rest of the year when you're not Santa?
I coach volleyball. I coach volleyball, girls volleyball.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait. Let me get this right. You're a large 250-pound man.
Yeah.
And you coach
Wide.
volleyball.
I'm a wide man.
A wide man. Yeah.
I'm not large and just sort of flat and out
Okay.
sideways.
Right.
So
So you're a volleyball coach.
I am a volleyball coach. You know, I've coached some real winning teams. Of course, I started out after they were winning.
Right. All right.
They didn't win as much when I coached them, but
No,
they were winners before.
right.
So they're still winners.
Still winners to you. Now this is kind of a touchy subject, because we talked about the smoking, and sure, I guess there's people can smoke if they're at work. They can go out and have a cigarette, but
Yeah, it's people's rights.
But even in a
You can't mess with people's rights.
Even most jobs, unless maybe you're working as a bartender or a surfer, they frown upon
A surfer. People get paid to be surfers?
Yeah, no, as a server.
A surfer. Right.
Yeah,
That makes
so
much more sense.
it just really surprises me that you would be drinking alcohol on the job. Do you have to keep it?
Well, I
hidden,
drink other things too. It's not just alcohol.
Okay.
I drink a little water, coffee. I've had coffee.
Right.
But nobody ever complains of someone smelling like coffee. Do they? Is there any? Read your thing. Is there any? Are they complaining about that?
I'm just going to search the phrase coffee.
Yeah, coffee.
Coffee breath comes up.
Coffee breath. Well, that makes a lot more sense.
Right.
Uh-huh.
As well as smelling like alcohol. So
like alcohol. I mean, how do kids know that? How do they know what alcohol? Their kid has a lot more problems than I do. If they're, I mean, I've already ruined my life, but they're young. These kids are too young to be. How do they know about alcohol?
I don't know.
Smells.
I guess if
Like,
it's around the house, maybe their parents have had it with dinner or something.
I blame their parents.
Okay.
I would more likely blame their parents than blame the mall Santa. Is just trying to make a living.
Right.
That's all.
Now,
You don't understand.
you've been a Santa for a long time, and
No.
it feels like not to be punny here, but you've been grandfathered in. You were sort of hired because of a Santa being stabbed.
That's right.
Have you had to go through? I imagine the protocol for most mall Santas would be having to get a criminal background check and going through a hiring process. Did they do background checks on you?
They might. They haven't told me that they have, but they could have.
Right.
I doubt it myself.
Okay.
Because if they did, I wouldn't be here talking to you right now.
Wow. Okay. Well.
So shh, don't talk about this to anybody if you don't mind.
All right. Well,
Because a lot of people don't know I do this.
You were sort of cagey about what mall you're at, so maybe that's the reason why you were so vague about it. So I'm Santa at a few places, right. So I can't really say
where exactly I'm based.
Right.
Because I'm kind of a substitute Santa Claus sometimes.
Uh-huh.
You know, a lot of us just we move back and forth from place to place.
Uh-huh.
That's what happens, because it's sort of like a teacher or a priest. You know, if everybody starts noticing that you're the same guy that lives around the corner, they don't want that, so they send you from one part of the globe to another.
One part of the globe. It's a global.
Oh yeah, I've been at Mall Santa. I was in Dubai Santa for a while. That was a dark time in my life.
Well, I don't imagine. I guess there's there's expats there, but it's not an especially Christian city.
It was, yeah. There wasn't a lot of people that came to the mall. It was extremely boring.
Right.
Yeah, and all the women are covered up, so there's not a lot to do.
Right.
When you're there.
So what's your like? Not to get too personal, but
okay, then let's not do that.
Okay, well, just ask, what's your family situation, your living situation? Do you live near the mall that you work at, or?
Well, I've been married 7 times, and each time they've have left me, and I've had to find a new way to make a living. Other than that, I'm pretty content living in my 1-bedroom house.
You're Winnebago? Is that what you said?
No, but that'd be a good idea. Have a Winnebago and then just drive from one place to the next. But no, I live in a 1-bedroom house.
Oh, a 1-bedroom house.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's on the 3rd floor.
So you live in a house in a bedroom.
on the 3rd floor.
Right. And what's a typical? We always hear the stories about the kids, peeing on Santa's lap or
every day that happens.
Right.
I always tell my other Santa friends that unless you've been peed on at least once, it's not a good day.
Okay. And
that's why I wear rubber pants, red rubber pants.
Oh, so don't people look at you kind of funny, because I think they're expecting kind of that red velvety Santa pant, but you're wearing latex pants?
Yeah, I got them from the fire department.
Okay. I didn't realize the fire department had red rubber pants.
Well, a lot of the mall Santas are ex firemen or cops that have been fired.
And what about? Do you have a background in that?
As a fireman?
Sure.
I'm just scared. I'm scared of that fire.
Okay.
No, I've had a few houses burned down.
But unrelated to the fire department. So
totally not. It's not nothing to do with the fact that I worked at a mall. I don't know what it is, but it's like fire follows me.
Okay, well maybe the combination of alcohol and cigarettes may. I don't want to jump to conclusions, but.
I would have never made that connection before. You might be right. I have a tendency to fall asleep while smoking. Yeah. So that could have happened before.
Do you ever fall asleep when you're doing your mall Santa?
Oh yeah, especially in Dubai.
Yeah, it was so boring, I guess.
It's so boring there. It's like. There's just nobody around.
Yeah.
So you'd fall asleep, and I'd wake up, and I'd be like lying on my face by the by the reindeer or something like that.
So,
See, the other thing is I can't feel most of my body. So when I fall face down on something, I can't tell.
okay, so why? Now, how come you can't feel your body? Is that just an alcohol thing, or this is like a physical ailment you have?
I think it's a bunch of things. I had to go for some tests to see if I could feel most of my limbs, and I can't. Apparently, I'm a 3 out of 100 for sensory awareness.
Gee, well, that's got to be not ideal for someone who's trying to like hold on to kids and make sure they're sturdy on your lap.
Oh, I don't. Yeah, they just sit on me. I tell them when they get on my lap, I say, hang on tight, because at any point I might get a twitch. And it'll shoot a kid right off onto the ground. That's happened a few times.
Now, you mentioned earlier that you're on a Santa dating app, and I imagine
that's right.
I imagine sometimes there's some single moms bringing their kids to the mall.
It's called SantaBaby.com.
SantaBaby.com.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if there's any listeners who are into the Santa thing, you can go to SantaBaby.com.
SantaBaby.com.
Okay, but now what about in person? Like I know some single mothers will take their kids to go and see Santa. Is there ever a spark there?
I have met so many women. My third wife, I met on a mall. She brought her 4 kids, and we just hit it. It was nice.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So
you meet some pretty amazing people.
Yeah.
Being old Saint Nick.
I guess it's got to be kind of hard to go from wondering what the kids want for Christmas to try and breaking the ice with the mothers. Like it must be awkward, no?
Not really. They all want to do Santa Claus. It's like if I was a football player or maybe a rock star. They're all over you. Like they think that you're going to be their way to tap into all the riches of the world.
So it's like you're a celebrity for about a month of the year. You're a big celebrity.
Oh, like even in the summer.
Oh yeah.
I sometimes put my jacket on and I go down to the beach.
In your Santa costume.
Oh yeah, and I meet so many women.
Huh. I can't. I'm trying to visualize that, but I'm having trouble.
Don't do it. Don't try to visualize. It's hard to imagine Santa Claus on the beach with people lined up around him.
Yeah,
people love Santa Claus.
Yeah. Just like I've heard of, people going to Santa's Village, where they sort of say, oh, it's Santa's summer's a home, Santa's Village, come and see Santa, and he's in a house there. But you say you just go to random beaches and people.
Absolutely, yeah. If I could if they allowed me to drive still, I would go to every beach I could. There's so many beaches where they need a Santa Claus. And I'm willing to fill that gap.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a great way to meet people.
Well, we've been chatting for a while here. I'm surprised no one's come to grab you from your break.
Yeah, it's not. Maybe they've kind of forgotten about me.
I should let you get back to it.
No, don't. It's okay. I'd rather stay here. There's this one kid that will not leave me alone. Okay. He just keeps pulling on my hair, and he just kicks me when I walk. He's here every day.
Oh, That's weird.
Anton. That's his name. Anton.
And he's a kid.
Oh, he's a kid?
Well, he doesn't come with a parent or anything. He just shows up.
I have no idea who his father or mother is. He just shows up first thing in the morning. And he's there with a stupid little smile on his face, just ready to waste my day, you know?
I hear you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's been fascinating finding out what happens.
Oh my God, they're coming for me. They're looking for me. Right. Hide me. Hide me.
Well, I'm going to let you go, okay, Santa?
No, I think you got to hide me. I'm not here. Don't look. Oh, shit. All right. Yeah, okay, I'm coming. I'll be there in a minute.
That is Mall Santa Ted Greenturb at an undisclosed mall location. It is Josh Holliday Live. We still have pop culture Christmas trivia coming up. And next we're going to check in with a guy who runs a cut-your-own Christmas tree farm.
Josh Holliday Live is in your ear.
We want to be heard.
I want you to hear me out.
Got something to say? Call 647-6YO-JOSH now. On Twitter at Josh Holliday. And visit JoshHollidayLive.com.
It is Josh Holliday Live. We are live. It's a holiday special. And I got a email from a guy, a small businessman from Frank's Christmas Trees. Wondered if you could just come on and give a plug for his business. So I said, why not? Hey, Ted. Hi, Frank.
Hey, how's it going? Yeah, just for the record, yeah, that's great you're calling me by my business. My name's not really Frank.
Oh, okay. Well, your business is called Frank's Christmas Tree, so I just assumed you're the guy running it. Your name would be Frank, but
yeah, it's more like a brand name. You know how, like, you know, there's no real McDonald's, there's no real Starbucks, there's no real Rogers, you know.
Well, I think there is a Rogers, but I get
okay, buddy, whatever you say. Okay. A real Rogers last name. Okay.
All right. Well, I get where you're going with this. Now, I was unaware of Frank's Christmas Trees until you got in touch with me. You gave me a call asking if I could do an interview with you.
And I appreciate it. Thanks for giving me the airtime, my friend.
Yeah. Well, I try to help small businesses where I can. I guess like the only Christmas tree farm where you go and cut your own Christmas tree that I'm familiar with is Macintosh's tree farm just north of the city. They have a huge plot there, and I've
yeah, they're pretty established for sure. Yeah, right. I mean we're actually coincidentally we're about just about a half a mile just south of there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And so if I was to try and find you, I guess it's easier to just look for Macintoshes. Then what is the benefit of going to you instead of Macintoshes?
Well, we provide a very like hands-on experience, you know, like you follow me in my truck. We drive to the lot, you know, coincidentally, just not too far from Macintoshes. We go through the slot, through the fence. You know, we stealthily pick the trees that are available, and we are the ones who hurriedly rush back into your car and strap the tree on before no one's the wiser, you know?
Right. Okay. Well, I'm just looking at you. You faxed a flyer over here.
That's right.
And I'm looking at it now, and it says you don't actually meet at the farm. You meet at a Petro-Canada.
That's right.
A couple of miles away, and then people follow you in your truck to the farm. Now what's so? That's confusing to me. Why people wouldn't just meet you at your tree farm?
You know, some people like the mystery of things, you know, especially the adults. I mean, I know that's what kids are into, right? Kids are all into that, you know, the role playing, you know, video game stuff of like, hey, you know, I want to pick up my own tree, Dad, but I also want to feel like this is very hush hush and covert, you know. like a spy.
So it's sort of a spy, a mystery type thing. The other thing it says on the flyer that I thought was a little odd is, like I know that looking at Macintosh's website, they close around 5 p.m.
That's right.
And you, the earliest you meet people at the Petro-Canada is around 5:30. As this time of year, it's getting dark, so people are going in the dark.
Yeah, we provide. I mean, on our waiver it says you are allowed to bring your own flashlights, your own disclaimer, your own kind of like axe or hatchets. That's exactly how you just described it, buddy. Literally right down to the wire. 5 o'clock when Macintosh closes and you hear that lock on their fence there, the click. We're 30 minutes right in. We are up and ready to go.
Okay. It's weird that you're so familiar with Macintosh's farm. So
why I like to think of it as friendly competition. Why is there a Burger King across from a McDonald's?
Right. But you're more like an independent guy. You're not one of those big businesses. So, how many years have you been running this Christmas tree farm?
About a week now.
Oh, so this wow. So you're just new to the game.
Oh, yeah. Coincidentally, we were right by the Foster's farm, and then, sadly they had a forest fire, and out of support out of them, we coincidentally closed our tree farm down. So,
Okay, so I come to the gas station and I meet up with you, and what happens from there?
Yeah. Well, from there, blindfolds optional. They're free. We advise that you just hop on the back of my dually there on the flatbed, and we just drive half a mile south, and make sure you lock your cars. Make sure it's in a good parking spot at the Petro-Canada station, and we drive half a mile down, and then we go through what some say a regional road. Again, that's debatable, but we go through, and what I'll do is we'll stop right at our actual farm. I know don't let the facade fool you. I mean, you'll see a wooden fence there. Once I take out a slat from the wooden fence, you go in one at a time, depending how big a group you are, how many family members are there. Okay, I give you the flashlight.
Hang on. So people have to crawl through a fence into this farm?
Hey, air of mystery. It finds itself, right? Everybody has a different definition of mystery, right? Yeah, you gotta, it keeps you trim. It keeps you trim, like trimming those trees. Right. You know what I mean?
Okay, so all right. So you bring people there on the back of your dually. My dually, yeah. Like a hayride or whatever, and then they climb through the fence and okay, what's next?
Yeah, I'll be shouting directions through you when you go through the fence. Ideally, if you want to keep your phone on, we can communicate through the phone, and I'll give you directions on which part of a lot has the best tree as per your specifications or your needs, I guess.
Okay.
And you just start chopping away, and if you hear maybe what sounds like security dogs or guard dogs and flashlights and people mumbling stuff like, hey, who's there? That's just part of the experience. And at that point, you will have a 30-second time frame to go back to the slot at the point where I showed you.
Okay, well, that sounds pretty complicated. So say I've found the perfect tree, and I'm
absolutely
getting ready to cut it down, and then I hear dogs or security shouting. I'm just supposed to abandon the tree?
No, you take the tree with you. I will give you proper running instructions and lifting instructions. Always lift at the knees, as they say,
Right.
And usually we have a contingency. Did I say contingency? I meant just, the deluxe special, as we call it. So if you find getting through the slot is tricky, which has happened a lot, it's very common. You just throw the tree over and I'll catch it for you.
Okay.
And you just make it through the slot.
All right. And so it just sounds a little strange though, because if I find the
Is
tree,
it though?
what?
Is it?
Well, it's certainly different than what I'm used to, where you kind of come into a regular parking lot and you meet up with the tree people and they send you on your way into the tree farm. This is through a fence at night with your own flashlights, and there's secure. I mean, whose security is this that might be like? Why would you hire your own security and dogs to chase people off?
Because I care.
Okay, all right. Forgive me for being skeptical here.
Sure. Hey, man. Of course, man. It's all about details.
Okay. This I don't know if I can chat with you much longer, because this, to be honest with you, this sounds like a bit of a I hate to be harsh here, but it sounds like a bit of a scam. Like,
what?
Is this your?
Yeah. Do I sound like a Nigerian prince to you? I'll take that as a compliment, though, if you say yes.
No.
Fair enough.
All right, it's Frank.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let it go there. I don't think I can be promoting this on the.
You know what? This is really great chatting to you, but I do have to go. I have a customer. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I'll be right there. No, I don't have anything on me. Yeah, I'm putting my hands up. Yep.
I think that's a first. Someone actually getting arrested on air. Okay, well, don't use Frank's Christmas trees is the message. It is Josh Holliday Live. We're going to come back with some Christmas trivia.
You got something bugging you? You need to vent? This is your unfiltered megaphone. Dial 647-6-YO-JOSH now to be heard. Talk that rocks. Josh Holliday Live.
It is the holiday edition of Josh Holliday Live, and as promised, we have some trivia for you, some Christmas pop culture trivia. And I hemmed and hawed about how I was going to do this in terms of format. We have two regular listeners on the line. We have Andrea from Toronto, and all the way from Winnipeg, he listens online, Michael. And you guys are going to go head-to-head. And what I'm going to do is I'll start with one person. If you get it wrong, the other person has a chance to steal. And we'll just run out the clock here on the show and have some fun. If you get a correct answer, it'll sound like this.
You did it! Congratulations!
And that's Buddy the Elf. And if you get it wrong, you'll hear this. That's Krampus. Okay. Krampus, the Christmas monster. So I'm just going to go by Andrea. You're on my screen on the left, so I'm going to start with you.
Okay.
And let's get started here. Okay. What year was the Christmas movie Elf released?
2003.
You did it! Congratulations!
Wow. I did not expect that. Okay.
Well, I just watched it last week. To be fair.
Oh, you're freezing up, Michael.
Oh, dude.
Okay.
Here we can go. We'll go. Maybe we'll turn our video off so we get like a better bandwidth here. All right.
Yes.
Okay. Now I can hear you. Good. So
better?
Andrea has 1 point. No chance for you to steal. But maybe you can do it in this next question. What is the name of Buddy's love interest in Elf? She's played by Zoe Deschanel.
I want to say Holly?
Yeah. That's a harder question. Yeah. Well, maybe not harder, but
not if you've watched it last week.
I know. I didn't realize. I didn't set it up. Okay, Andrea, for the steal. What's?
Like it's not a fair steal. I want to say it's Jovi.
No, steal it.
You did it! Congratulations!
All right.
I'll take it.
Andrea.
Yes.
How many Grinch movies are there in total?
Oh my God. 1?
All right, Michael, chance for you to steal here. How many Grinch movies?
Well, the original Grinch was pound for pound the most expensive 30 minutes of television ever made. And then there's the one with Jim Carrey as well. So I'm going to say 2.
What? Apparently there are 3. I know the Jim Carrey and I know the classic one, but this I'm just going by what it says here. I don't know what the other one is, but all right. Andrea.
Yeah.
I'm going to skip there's another elf question, so I'm going to skip that one.
That's fair.
What is the name of the elf who wants to be a dentist in Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
Yeah, it's Remy?
Michael, a chance to steal, and she was close-ish.
It's Renee.
It's actually Hermie. Hermie. Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
All right. I think we're on Michael still, right? Because that was chance to steal. In the movie Love Actually, what gift does Harry, Alan Rickman, give his wife, Karen, Emma Thompson, for Christmas? So what gift does he give her for Christmas, Michael?
A snow globe.
A snow globe? All right, Andrea, chance to steal here.
It's the Joni Mitchell CD.
You did it! Congratulations!
Okay. I have a feeling that Andrea watches way more Christmas
I
movies.
haven't seen
She's
Love Actually.
Yeah, I haven't either, to be honest. So
In the world. So,
all right, Andrea.
yeah.
Because it's another Love Actually question, I'm going to skip it. What's
the score? Let's start at it's like 5-0 at this point.
No, it's 3-1.
3-1? Okay.
3-1. Okay.
What's the name of the town? This is for Andrea. What's the name of the town It's a Wonderful Life takes place in?
Oh, it's like Beauty Bridge or something. Beautiful Falls, Berkeley Falls.
That is incorrect. It's very close, though, Michael, so you might have a chance here.
Beverly Hills.
She put the T on the she put the ball on the T for you. It's Bedford Falls.
Oh, of course.
Okay. Michael.
Yeah.
Let's look for one here.
What goes on the top of a tree?
Okay, exactly. Where do the Griswolds live in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation? The city.
In the city. Oh, God.
Think John Hughes movies, right?
It's a John Hughes movie. Chicago.
You did it! Congratulations!
Yeah, you did it. Okay.
All right.
Good deductive reasoning.
All right. Over to Andrea.
Yep.
And I'm looking for hard ones for you to try and throw you off. Let's see. What's the name of the guardian angel that George Bailey meets in It's a Wonderful Life?
Clarence.
Oh, for crap's sake. Did you say is Clarence?
Clarence.
You did it! Congratulations!
Okay. I should have asked like how many movies you've watched. All right. Over to Michael. Let's see. The Office. In The Office Christmas episode Christmas Party, what gift does Michael give in The Secret Santa Gone Wrong? What expensive gift? I'll give you a hint.
Expensive gift. Fabergé egg.
A lot of Krampus here. Andrea for the steal.
I have nothing. I don't.
Okay.
I don't like The Office. I just don't know the episode.
All right. Well, it was an iPad.
Oh.
An iPad was given. Okay. Back to Andrea for this question. Let's see here. What does Ralphie's father think fragile is What language does Ralphie's father think Fragile is when he opens his prize in A Christmas Story?
Oh my God, I don't know. Italian?
You did it!
What?
Congratulations!
Fragile.
It's
Fragile.
Fragile.
Yeah.
I would have guessed French, but I would have been wrong as well. Okay, so this is over to Michael again. Here's an easy-ish one. What popular stop-motion film could be considered both a Halloween and a Christmas movie?
What?
What's stop?
I believe this would be Tim Burton's A Nightmare Before Christmas.
You did it! Congratulations!
That is correct. All right. Andrea,
Yeah.
how many roles did Tom Hanks play in The Polar Express?
Oh, I have no idea. 2.
Michael, I'll give you a hint. It's more than that.
3.
6.
6.
All right.
Who's his agent?
I know. That's why we're not getting any work here. Okay. Here's another one. This is for Michael, right? I think we're over to you now for the. Okay, within 5, how many new Christmas movies did Hallmark release this year?
Oh my God.
Within 5?
Yeah.
So they do 30 days of, I'm going to say 30.
Within 10.
You did it! Congratulations!
It's 40. They did 40 of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I thought that was overshooting it.
No, they did a lot.
40.
Andrea.
Yeah.
Lindsay Lohan is making her return to the silver screen in a new Hallmark movie this year. What is it called?
Oh my God. I know it's something for Christmas. So like Home for Christmas.
It is something for Christmas, but it's one word, but it's not that. Michael for the steal. It's something for Christmas. It's a romance movie. So what might you do if you were a romance? What would you might do this for Christmas, but also love. Okay.
That was my answer. Love for Christmas?
Well,
no. I bet it's bail.
Yeah.
Bail for Christmas? No?
Judges say no. It's falling for Christmas. Falling for Christmas. All right, we are smack out of time. What is the final scores, Andrea? It's got to be close, right?
It was Andrea 5, Michael 4.
Oh, that is close.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's close. Actually close. Well, you're both winners here.
Bless.
Because you can celebrate the holidays knowing that you are reasonably smart. And isn't that the greatest gift of all?
You're giving Andrea that. Okay, we can't answer.
You too. All right. Hey,
Thanks, Josh.
Have great holidays, and we'll see you all in the new year.
All right.
Bye.
Happy holidays.
You too.
All right, that wraps the last show of 2022 for Josh Holliday Live. Have yourself an amazing holiday, a happy new year, and spread love, not hate.
Turn on the lights, open the shades.
The show's over, but the conversation continues. On Twitter at Josh Holliday, on the web at joshhollidaylive.com, and hear missed episodes on your favorite podcatcher. Talk that rocks. Josh Holliday Live.